Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Damron. We're playing Call of Duty Vanguard. We are on the 6th mission in the game, Lady Nightingale. This is a great mission where you're going to get to be playing as Polina, doing some sniper and some stealth tactics. This mission, again, we're running it on a veteran difficulty. One of the second achievements that we're going to be getting in this mission, specifically behind you, is very, very challenging to do on veteran. So if you feel like you want to come back to this on an easier difficulty, feel free. But let's jump right into this. Right in the beginning, we're going to be getting the Bird of Prey achievement, which is to kill 5 snipers across the open field without being hit by them. Now this is pretty easy. You're going to press up on the D-pad to, quote, activate her ability, which is actually Misha holding up his knife. And when he does that, it's going to have the enemy snipers, you'll see their glare as they're, aiming at Misha's knife. So right in the beginning, behind that kind of broken down wagon, there's 2 that you can snipe. So just press up on the D-pad. Again, look for that glare and take the shot. Now if you can't find them for any particular moment, just get back into cover, because you don't have much time before they will actually get a shot off on you. So here we go. I press up on the D-pad. Now I can see his glare. I'm going to take that shot, and I'm just going to wait for this power to recharge so Misha can signal them. And when he does, boom, I'm going to get another shot. This guy up here in this building. Now I don't think these are in static positions. The snipers can move around a little bit, but generally speaking, I believe they are in the kind of the same areas that I'm showing you. So that's 2 more. And then also keep in mind, like, Misha won't move forward until you do, you actually start progressing. So kind of take this path that I'm going along here. The last spot we're going to go to is behind this green truck up here on this snow mound up here. So head up there and get pretty close to the truck, because one of the snipers is actually off to our left. He's going to be in the broken part of the 2nd story of a building that's pretty far away, which has a pretty easy angle on it. It actually is that opening right there. So see it? I got a little bit lucky here. Misha's just standing in the way. That probably rang his ears a little bit, but nonetheless, I'm able to get that shot. So that's actually 5 right there. So I've killed 5. I actually unlocked the achievement right here. Some people have said they've had to kill all 6 snipers before the achievement unlocks, but for me, I did unlock it on 5. So just keep that in mind. But once you get 5, you should unlock it. If for some reason it's not, kill that 6th one. It may just be more of a delay. The second achievement in this mission is by far the most challenging achievement in the game, especially on veteran difficulty, which is what we're playing on. But keep in mind, if you're really struggling with this, you can certainly just come back in on recruit or something and do it that way. It would be a lot easier because you're almost invincible and you can just run up to enemies and take them down as they're shooting you. But I am going to show you this complete playthrough of me doing this entire section on veteran difficulty and killing all the enemies, all of Steiner's troops in the department store using only takedowns. And it begins right here. When you come up out of this grate, you're going to have several enemies in this bottom floor here, and the first part of this kind of takedown sequence is pretty easy. Okay, we're going to take out that enemy that's right in front of us, then we're going to progress up. There's going to be 2 more enemies that kind of walk into the left side of this area that we're going to take out. And generally, Polina is so quiet, you can kill someone right beside someone else and they won't notice. So luckily we can take out those 2 guys right there and then progress forward here, and we're going to hang out behind this kind of pillar right here. There's always going to be another guy that kind of enters this lower floor up ahead of us. So we're just going to wait here for just a second, and then as we're going to push up, you'll see him kind of walk past this pillar right in front of me now. He's always going to be here. So we're going to take out, those 4 guys essentially on the left, and this kind of is where things start to get a little bit more, sporadic, or a little bit more chaotic, I should say, because the enemy paths are not static. They're going to move around in different areas, and now we need to take out the central portion of this lower floor and the other side. Keep in mind, for this achievement behind you, you need to take out every single troop in this department store. So you can't just progress on and leave these guys. If you do that, then you won't unlock the achievement. So what I like to do, and what I thought to be a little bit more consistent at least, was to kill that guy that's right up front and then kind of go behind this little, barricade that's in the middle. And really what I was trying to do is just get across to the other side. I try to leave the guys in the middle to last. So I took out the left as we came in, and this is technically the right hand side of when we entered this area. And there's going to be a couple enemies over here, and the reason I like to hit the sides first and not the middle is because they're less likely to kind of see each other's dead bodies. When they see the dead bodies, it really makes their paths look, be a little bit more different. You start having 1 or 2 enemies kind of in the same area, and they're getting a little spooked. All right, so now I've taken out all these enemies over here. I've taken out 3 more over here and 1 more in the middle, and now I've got 2 more enemies in the middle that I'm going to go ahead and take out. So take out that guy, and we're going to take out this guy, and then a third is going to be over here, and he's actually actually investigating one of the bodies that I killed. So he's kind of like, what's going on? So take out all of those enemies. So it's quite a few, and that area right there can be a little bit more tricky than what I just made it look like, because I'm trying to show you kind of the easy way to approach it. But keep in mind, you know, the way or the path that I took may not be the exact path that you take, because their, you know, movements are a little bit sporadic, and that's really the rest of this department store, how this is going to go. Things are going to be even more variable as we progress to the upper levels. So as we've cleared out that, now we can climb the wall to get to the second ledge of this department store, and we're going to kind of progress through this crack in the wall where this kind of banged up mannequin is. And as you go through here, there's going to be a guy right in front of you of the crawl space, so we're going to just go through that crawl space and take him out. And then there's going to be 3 more enemies that kind of enter into this room. I like to use this, you know, cash register area, you know, behind all of the counters here, as a good place to stand and hide underneath these, you know, crawl spaces, so to speak, because you saw, even if they almost look at you with their flashlight, they don't really see you. So just kind of wait for your opportunity, give it a few seconds, and these guys will kind of spread out. And when they spread out, then you can move around and take out all 4 of them. So that's going to be that room. So this first area of this behind you achievement is very easy. It's the second part that becomes really challenging. It's, like I said, especially on veteran difficulty. Again, we're combining everything in one playthrough, but like I said, if you're having trouble with this, just come back. So we're going to progress forward, and eventually you're going to get attacked by, you know, a Jaeger guy that's going to throw you down a few floors. So just progress on until you get to this little cutscene here. There's no enemies that you need to take down from the point that we finished up until this point. This is just kind of you walking sequence. You're going to shimmy across a ledge, and eventually you're going to be in this building. There's going to be a sniper trying to shoot you across the courtyard of this building, and essentially we have Misha's ability now, right? We can raise our knives and create shots, so that's a good way to get the sniper to take a shot and then move, and you're less likely to get hit, because as we drop in here, the first thing that we need to do is go take out that sniper. So I like to just kind of throw my knife up, get to the right hand side, and then on the right hand side you can climb up this wall here and get around to where the sniper is and get kind of a free knife on him. So and this is a path that you're actually going to see me take a lot throughout doing this particular achievement. So as we're moving up along this, we'll talk about a couple things with this achievement that can be really annoying, and that is, one, if you do not have the indication to do the takedown, aka on my screen it says click the right stick to do the takedown, maybe different for whatever weapon you're using. If you just hit an enemy accidentally with a melee, immediately restart your checkpoint, because that is not considered a takedown. And sometimes when you walk up to these enemies, you won't get the prompt, and it's very annoying because they don't spot you, you're not spotted or anything, but yet you're not getting the takedown, and you may actually run up there and click your stick or press whatever you want to press and you hit them. Like I said, if you do that, immediately restart your checkpoint. You don't want to do that and then play a little bit and then you get a checkpoint after that, and now you have to restart the level. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's one thing that I really wanted to point out throughout this. The other thing is with the heavy enemies, right, the sniper. So you saw me, I'm really looking for this guy. That's how we're going to do it in this, but he takes 2 hits, and there's 2 snipers that we have to deal with, this guy and then one at the very end of this section. So just keep in mind, once you hit the snipers once, they'll relocate. He may not relocate exactly where he is on my game. Okay, so mine went to this area to the left of where he originally was, but for you, he may be going somewhere else. And a good way to find out where those snipers went is to just raise that knife and kind of look for that glimmer on his scope and look around and see where he shot from. And if you do it that way, he'll basically shoot at your knife, and it's always like a guaranteed miss, really. And you can take an opportunity to see where he is. On veteran difficulty, obviously you don't want to get hit by that guy. That's essentially game over. But once you finally do get 2 takedowns on this sniper, this is where, honestly, the rest of this video and how I'm going to let this play out gets very variable. And I'm going to let it play out and let you see the whole thing if you want to, but I'm not going to talk over the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of let it play so you can see how I did it. There are a couple times you may see the screen just bounce just a little bit. That's because I've died and maybe I had to restart a checkpoint, and I encourage you to do the same. Again, it's not important that you do this without using checkpoints. If you get stuck in a sticky situation, or you get hit, or you get shot, or you get spotted, then it's no worries. You can restart the checkpoint. Even if you accidentally shoot somebody, or again, like I said, or you accidentally melee somebody, as long as you restart the checkpoint and it goes prior to you performing that action, you'll still get the achievement once you kill all of Steiner's troops in the department store using only takedowns. And throughout this, the last thing that I'm going to mention, when you've killed everybody, you will get a notification on your screen. It says, you know, you've taken out all of Steiner's troops. You have to do that. You have to take out all the troops in order to progress the mission. So don't think like you're going to have to keep searching around forever, just looking for like one random guy. You're going to have waves of 3 or 4 enemies in this section for quite a while. Again, I'm going to let you see how I do it, but you're going to have waves of 3 or 4 enemies, several waves, and eventually you're going to get the Jaeger kind of machine gun guys to come in and a sniper rifle come in at the same time. That's the last wave, and at that you can't really be stealth anymore. Like, they see you and they're coming after you and they're going to shoot you, and it's really about moving through the crawl spaces, keeping cover, and getting the takedowns when the opportunities arise. So take your time. Again, I'll show you how I did it so you can get kind of a vibe. If you feel like you want to try this on vet, it's definitely doable, certainly challenging, but like I said, if you're having trouble and you really just want to make it a little easier on yourself, just beat this mission on veteran and then come back on recruit, and you can do it that way. Whichever way works for you, however you want to get it done, get it done. So I'll let it play out, and hopefully I'll see you in the next mission, the Rats of Tobruk. We're making our way in this campaign. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. This is a awesome mission, so enjoy the rest of the video if you hang around, and hopefully I'll see you in our 7th mission of our complete Call of Duty Vanguard playthrough, grabbing all the achievements in the campaign. Hopefully I'll see you there. Damron out.
Do you feel like a hero yet?
Sweet dreams.
Bringen Sie sie mir! Tot oder lebendig! Tun Sie alles, sie loszuwerden! Sie ist verschwunden!
Fucking Nazi.
Ich sehe sie nicht mehr! Hiding like a coward, Lady Nightingale? My men will find you!
Fucking Nazi.
Wir verlieren ihn! Oh mein Gott! Er wird's nicht schaffen! Findet sie! Todesjäger! Reißen Sie dieses Gebäude ein! Sie soll Sieg nirgends verstecken können! Macht ihn fertig! Er ist gebrochen! Mir scheißegal! Feuern Sie jetzt! Alles klar! Wir erleiden Verluste! Das sollte Ihnen leicht fallen! Schluss mit dieser Tirade! Lassen Sie nicht zu, dass sie besiegt!
You're alone, old man! All your fancy troops gone! And you're next.